Hi, I'm Jenna Helwig, Food Director at Real Simple, and I am cooking up some turkey pumpkin chili. It is super easy, super cozy, and super delicious. So I've got a Dutch oven here, and I'm going to start with the heat on medium-high. And I'm gonna heat up just a couple of tablespoons of oil. I'm using olive oil, but you could use canola oil or vegetable oil. And when it's nice and hot, I'm going to add about 1 onion chopped. It's about 1.5 cups of onions. And we're gonna cook these just for about 5 minutes. We don't want them to get, too brown or too crisp. It's really to just soften them up a little bit. So the onions have been cooking for about 5 minutes and they're nice and tender. So at this point, if the pan feels at all dry, add a little more oil. That's what I'm gonna do, about another tablespoon of olive oil. And now we're going to add the spices, and it's great to add spices in oil. It's called blooming. It helps the flavor and the aromas of the spices come out and really make your food extra delicious. So we've got a tablespoon plus a teaspoon of ground coriander, and 2.5 teaspoons of smoked paprika, both in this bowl. It's a lot of spices in a really good way. It's not gonna taste spicy, just really flavorful. Smells really good. I wish I could share that with you right now. Awesome. And now I'm also gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. There we go. Great. Stir this in. And then next I am going to add 1 pound of ground turkey. So you want to make sure that you are buying ground turkey that is a combination of white meat and dark meat, not just white meat. Only white meat has very little fat, and you need some of that fat for flavor. So I'm gonna just brown this for a few minutes. I want the turkey to look, all white or all brown, so it is cooked through mostly. It's also picking up those lovely spices and some of the onion. Great, so the meat is nice and brown. So now I'm going to add 2 cans of rinsed and drained and then rinsed again, cannellini beans. You could also use pinto beans if you have those. And now here's where things get interesting. I have 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree. So this is not pumpkin pie mix, but pumpkin puree, only pumpkin. And then I have 1.5 cups of chicken broth and 1 3/4 cups of just water. I'm going to bring it up to a simmer and let it simmer for just 15 minutes. That's it. No lid, because we want some of the liquid to evaporate, and then it will be finished. So after just 15 minutes of simmering, the chili is done. It is thick, it smells so good, and now I'm going to top it, right? That's the fun part of chili. There's so many topping options. Today I'm going to use some scallions and sour cream and maybe some hot sauce because I like everything spicy. So however you like your chili, enjoy.